Welcome to the check-in report where the party never ends. I am your humble host, True and Livin. Welcome to the check-in report, y'all. We are here to talk about a bum. We talked about a bum yesterday. Let me calm down. We talked about a bum yesterday, an easy to block captain, from one bum to another bum. Now we are here to talk about Nicki Minaj's husband, Mr. Kenneth Petty. Big Zoo, if you will. They call this man Big Zoo. He is now, after beefing, let's lay this thing out. After beefing with Offset, going back and forth and back on the Instagram, looking like a straight up bum on the streets, calling out Offset, threatening him, threatening bodily harm to him. The man has received 120 days of house arrest. Stop the record. Say it ain't so, Big Zoo. And this is a cautionary tale. Everything is like a cautionary tale, be honest with you, of wifing up a bum. Mr. Kenneth Petty is a bum. And let me just lay this out for a little bit. Let's just talk for a little bit. I had a couple comments in my last video talking about Nicki Minaj and her husband, and it was a couple of barbs. Maybe I'll pull up some of the comments, but I had a couple of barbs in my comment section talking about, Nicki Minaj doesn't care about you and your little channel, and Nicki Minaj and Mr. and Mrs. Petty, they don't care, blase, blase, blah. Listen, barbs, listen, Nicki Minaj fans. This man is a liability, Mr. Kenneth Petty. He's a liability to Nicki Minaj's brand. Not just the fact that he's, a registered offender. That's just a whole nother stream. Let's be honest with me. I'm going to be honest. That's a whole nother stream. But just the man is 45 years old. 45 years old, out in the middle of the streets with a bunch of bum dudes, sipping on cheap beers, backs going out, grays in their beards, on the top of their skulls, old heads, calling out a millionaire. Offset, he was all jiggy, hopping off the jet. Y'all bum ass dudes. They ain't worried about y'all. Offset ain't worried about Mr. Kenneth Petty. Let's be honest here, ladies and gentlemen. And Mr. Kenneth Petty is a liability to Nicki Minaj's brand. The man is going to be, now listen, he the funny thing about the whole situation, if you guys are, walking in here, you're watching this in the live stream, make sure you like this video. We are here to talk about it. We are here to unpack. We're here to unpack this today. The man, after making a live video with a couple of bum ass dudes from the Queens, he was in the video talking about, we own the streets. We own the streets. We own the streets. But the judge laid down the gavel, laid down the law, if you will. No, Mr. Kenneth Petty, you do not own the streets. For the next 2 months, actually, excuse me, it's more than 2 months. It's more than even 3 months. 120 days of house arrest. You will be in that house with a nagging woman, and Nicki Minaj, she can nag. No, she can nag. And she's gonna be on his case. He's gonna be in the house eating all the baby's fruit snacks, drinking up all the juice. He's gonna be like Jody and Baby Boy for the next 120 days. And we're here to kick his back in, the offender that he is. We're here to talk about it. And let me just say this one more time. This man is a liability to Nicki Minaj's brand. Instead of, being in a relationship with a celebrity, She was cuffed up. Just listen to me for a while. Nicki Minaj fan, just hear me out for a second. Just hear me out. She was dating men like Nas, Meek Mills. Who else did Nicki Minaj date? We're not gonna give light to Safari, but she was dating stars, dating men of high acclaim, superstars in rap, and she chose to go back to Queens and cuff up this ragamuffin by the name of Kenneth Petty, who has been a detriment to her brand. And I know a lot of you barbs, you think it's cute that he's throwing up gang signs in the videos and in the Instagram at the VMAs. Big Zoo was at the VMAs. He about to swing on Offset. But the man is a detriment to the brand of Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is a brand, ladies and gentlemen. I know I'm not a fan of hers. I'm not I don't care for her music. But we have to admit that she is a brand. We have to admit that, Nicki Minaj is more than just a rapper. She is a brand. And the fact that she decided to cuff up this ragamuffin, this offender, right? This man who was 45 years old in the streets. You supposed to be with your wife, changing diapers. You know what I mean? Getting some head and shoulders to take care of that, the grays in your beard and your top of your skull, boy. You looking like a straight up buffoon, beefing with a dude that's you're not even in his tax bracket, Kenneth Petty. What are you doing? I mean, come on, man, But let's get to the files, man. Let's talk. We're gonna talk about it this evening because we're here to talk about it. Mr. Kenneth Petty. Kenneth Petty. I mean, why are you making me do this, man? I mean, you're an old head. You just, a man his age, respectfully, is supposed to be, honestly, he's supposed to be somewhere, on a beach, with a nice little cocktail, or, with his wife, changing Pampers, thinking about retirement, thinking about, really just enjoying life. When he got Nicki Minaj pregnant, he hit the lottery. And I don't care what none of you guys say. I don't care what nobody says. The man hit the lottery. And the fact that she decided to go back to Queens and cuff up this ragamuffin, this dude who was a lowlife. I don't care what nobody says. This dude is a lowlife. His past is indicative of that. Sexual crimes as a young man. Let's be honest here. This man has been a complete and total detriment to the brand of Nicki Minaj. And you barbs, you have to, acknowledge that. You have to acknowledge that this man has been a complete and total detriment to her brand. Now, here this comes from Megan Cunneth. She comes out with a report on, Mr. Kenneth Petty here. And she says, an LA federal judge has ordered Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, to serve up to 120 days on home detention for making threatening remarks towards a specific individual while in the company of someone with a criminal record. Now, let's get into it, right? So clearly, the little dust bunnies he was in the streets with, maybe one or two of those guys, them dudes, they look like they got a couple side teeth missing. They look like they got, they knock-kneed, boat-legged. They look out of order, man. They look like a bunch of out of order men, Bodies ain't working right, they on 6-7 different types of medication, blood pressure medication, cholesterol. Those ain't healthy dudes, man. Those are old heads that are washed up, still trying to live this gangster fantasy that has since, passed them. You got nobody's believing you. Ain't none of them dudes gonna lay a hand on Offset. Anybody thinking that any of those retired gang members, them throwback gang members, them tired dudes, is gonna lay a finger on Offset, you are sadly mistaken. But he's gonna do 120 days, bro, in the home with Nicki Minaj. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I feel for the man. 120 days in a house with Nicki Minaj. Can you imagine the nagging? Can you imagine? She's probably gonna be telling him every single second, why did you go out there and threatening him? Now you in the house all the time. I don't want you here all the time. He probably gonna have the house smelling like feet and corn chips. He probably gonna be laying on the couch with his boxes like Jody. He did it to himself, man. I mean, like when you're a certain age, let me just say this, guys. When you're a certain age, you're supposed to be past certain things. Certain things you're supposed to be past. Like when you're 45, look, there's nothing wrong with defending your wife. Nothing wrong with coming to her aid. Nothing wrong with, doing those things. But dog, you're 45 years old. Let the women beef. Cardi B doesn't like Nicki Minaj. That doesn't mean that you have to beef with Offset. Unless Offset is saying some things, in violation to your wife. I understand that. You might want to, rebuttal. But let the women have their, their back and forths. He had no place in even mentioning Offset. No place. You are not a boss, Kenneth Petty. You are a worker. You're really a sperm donor, respectfully. No disrespect to you, but you are a sperm donor. And you had no reason whatsoever to go at this man. And now you're going to be sitting at home for 120 days. He's going to be, changing a lot of Pampers, wiping a lot of butt. He ain't going to be out there in the streets no more with them dusty dudes he was hanging out with. He ain't going to be with them dudes. And you already know them dudes can't come over. You know good and well Nicki Minaj is not letting them dusty dudes in her house. Let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. Them dudes that was on that video with Kenneth Petty, they will not be in the home. They will not be in the Nicki Minaj estates. You know that, Barbs. If you know any of the Barbs that are watching this, them dusty dudes that was out there with Kenneth Petty won't be invited. So he'll be in the house alone with the baby, changing Pampers, wiping butt, and doing the daddy duties. And it serves him right. You have lost all of your outside privileges. Now you can't walk around the community because you're an offender, Kenneth Petty. You're an offender. And now you can't leave the home and go out of the community because you're on house arrest. So now Nicki Minaj, you can't even see. I'm sure Nicki Minaj has him on some type of schedule where he has to change the baby at a certain time. He has to go out and get the groceries at a certain time. But she can't even do that. They're gonna have to call the help. The help is gonna have to bring all the groceries home and all this stuff. He got to stay in the house, and he's got to be a home daddy. He's got to be a stay-at-home daddy. He should just put the apron on, bake some cookies, Big Zoo, get the cookbook out, man. Bake some cookies for your wife, because your gangster fantasy is over. The judge brought you back to reality, as you needed to be. You needed to be brought back to reality, sir. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure this video is getting liked. Make sure y'all like this content. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. The check-in report. Now let me get to the next slide of the picture here. Hold on, y'all. Now here is Nicki Minaj's commentary on Nicki Minaj's commentary on pretty much she's trying to insinuate that well, allegedly, she's trying to insinuate that Cardi B, if you don't know Cardi B, she put out a record maybe like 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago. It was Bongos. The name of the record is Bongo, 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 Bongo. The record is trash, right? The record is absolutely, positively garbage. It belongs in the garbage with dog poo, right? So Nicki Minaj is on this Instagram story, and she's pretty much calling out Cardi B because she's trying to insinuate that Cardi B had something to do with, Big Zoo, getting on house arrest. So she says in this Instagram story, can't call the cops every time you flop, just saying. So she's trying to clap at, Cardi B because her record just flopped, and she's trying to insinuate that she's calling the cops. But Nicki Minaj, let's be honest here. Let's come back down to reality. Back to life, back to reality. Let me sing my songs like Hassan Campbell be doing. Let me bring you back down to life, right? Let's bring you back down to reality. Your husband was on the Instagram, so it was no need for anyone to call the cops. Nobody had to call the cops. No one had to call his PO. No one had to do any of that. He was on live with it. It would have been different if, he would have texted Offset, or he would have DM'd him and told him, hey, yo, I'm outside, yo, link up. I'm outside, let's go. It would have been different if he did that. He was on live with it. Like an idiot, self-snitching. 45 years old, he comes from the era of no snitches, snitches get stitches. He comes from that era, but here he is being a victim to the new era, being a clout demon. On live as a 45-year-old man, calling out with his oversized fitted. That fitted had to be like an 8. An 8. It was either an 8 or it had to be a 7 and 5/8. It was like one of them big fitteds, one of them Joe Button fitteds from back in the day, or one of those huge fitted he was rocking, man. And he was out there looking like a stone cold fool. And he has been a detriment to the brand of Nicki Minaj. I'm not gonna sit here and cape. He's bad for the brand of Nicki Minaj as an offender, as an old head who's washed up, calling out dudes that are way out of his tax bracket. And then, here you got Nicki Minaj caping for him, talking about somebody called the cops because the record flopped. Now, I agree, Nicki. The record did flop. The record was trash. That Bongo's record was trash. Bongo, 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 bongo. If you haven't heard it, Cardi B, type it in. If you got the time. If you want to run and listen to some trash for a second, Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, Bongo is one of the worst records you'll ever hear in your life. It's terrible, and it did flop. But to insinuate that someone is calling the cops because your husband was an idiot and he decided to record himself, outside threatening threatening Offset. I mean, it befuddles me. It really does befuddle me. It really does. But it's crazy, man. Let me see if I could pull. I think I have one more thing I want to show up here. Yeah, now this is the court document that was issued by a federal judge. A federal judge came down and he said, "Listen, man, this Dusty from Queens and his corny wife. Listen, man. Yo, what up, Jadar? Big Zoo, man. Yo, Big Zoo, man. He's the king, man. He's the king of Queens right now. Trench, yo, hey, what's up, Trenches? Hey, man. Hey, if y'all ain't here, make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all like the content. Kimberly, the flop is Nicki new song. You think Nicki new song was a flop? What song is that, Kimberly? What song is that? That flop. What I don't know. What song did she just put out? Let me see. Hold on. What song did Nicki Minaj just put out? Let me look that up real quick. Hold on. I'm on my phone with it. Are you talking about this Last Time I Saw You record? That's the new record I see she has out. Last Time I Saw You. Last Time I Saw You. This came out today? Oh no, it came out on the 1st. Okay, Last Time I Saw You. See, yeah, you might be right because I I didn't even know she dropped this record. I did not know. The last record I heard from Nicki was Barbie World with Ice Spice. That's the last record I heard of her. But I have not heard this new record, Last Time I Saw You. Yeah, that definitely was a flop because I definitely never heard that record. But hey man, you know, Nicki Minaj, man, she out here trying to get her money, you know. But she's looking like a stone cold fool right now by, you know, running around with Big Zoo. Big Zoo is not looking good for the brand right now, you know, not looking good for the brand. But let's go to Twitter, y'all. Let's go to Twitter, see what people are talking about on Twitter. You know, people on Twitter is having their keys on this situation about Big Zoo. You know, looking like a stone cold fool. Stone cold fool, man. I mean, like, at a certain age, you can't be doing this type of stuff. Like, I mean, come on, bro. Like, look at him. Here, they got the video right here pulled up. Let me see. See if it plays. Nah, that's not playing. Why it's not playing? How about this? He looks like he's on something. You know, allegedly, he looks like he's on some type of. And look at the dudes. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's on the screen here. Here you go.
We ain't ducking action, nigga. We ain't ducking action. Nigga.
We ain't ducking action. These dudes look crazy, man. These dudes look real crazy, man. Hold on.
Nigga, we ain't ducking action, nigga.
Man, what's up, man?
Good money, man.
This shit, nigga, keep playing with me. All y'all bitch niggas, man, let's play, man. Y'all wanna play? It's all fun and games till we wanna play.
Tell me they don't sound and look like dust heads. They look like dust heads, man. Look at them. Let me see if I can let me see if I can squeeze in a little bit more. They look like dust heads, man. They sound like dust heads. They sound crazy.
Outside. Somebody tell Offset, cause Offset DM me. He DM me.
Why would a multi-millionaire DM you? Who are you? It's just some dusty dude out there just wilding out, man. It's he went outside, man. Big Zoo was going outside, man.
Nigga DM Cuckoo. He off the set.
That whole gang can suck a dick.
Nigga, he off the set.
He outside waiting for the vape store to Yeah, man. I mean, I ain't gonna front. They do look like the type of dudes to be outside the vape store. They do. They got that type of swag, man. I mean, they got that dust head swag that, you know, I'm outside the vape store, wilding out, just sitting out there all night. They look like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't make us put you off the set, nigga.
Fuck you talking about? North, I had you scared, boy.
Yeah, off the
North,
set.
I had you scared, boy. A lot of y'all niggas. Me too. A lot of y'all niggas, man. Up top, y'all wasn't
Y'all
like
niggas
that,
checking in?
man. At all. Keep believing in these niggas.
Legendary.
Keep believing in these pussy ass
Y'all
niggas.
niggas checking in?
This is pussy, man.
Wow.
Let's
Wow.
go, man.
Niggas been right here for man long, though. They say we dumb. We all dumb.
Yeah, super.
Yeah, they went out there telling on themselves, man. Yeah, I agree. Y'all are dumb. Y'all definitely look dumb out there.
Brooklyn hoodie on. So they don't know where I'm from. They know where I'm from, though.
They know
I can't act like I'm Big Queens, nigga.
These are the type of dudes. Come on, let's be honest, y'all. Do y'all think for a second that Nicki Minaj is gonna let these dudes up in her house? Cause he gonna be in the crib for he gonna be in the crib for 120 days, y'all. 120 days. Do y'all think she gonna let these dudes up in her house? Come on, let's be honest here.
Yeah, sturdy nigga. What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
Big fucking money, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Where the niggas is at, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't know
Big
niggas.
Zoo.
They said you don't know niggas.
Big Zoo.
Plan that vacation. You
Yeah.
be planning your funeral, pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way to the street, nigga. Know everything, nigga.
Yeah.
Let's play.
Yeah.
Let's play. What's up?
We'll meet you there,
Let's play.
nigga.
Let's get it.
That's
Let us meet you there,
That's
nigga.
legendary. That's the start.
Let's get it going, man.
We'll meet you on your vacation, nigga.
That's a fact.
They got Big Zoo outside. They
Wow.
wanted to come at me at the VMAs, man. We ain't even do nothing to nobody, man.
Man, what's poppin', man? What's poppin',
nigga-
man? Nobody hiding around here, man.
Yeah,
We
outside.
We ready, nigga. All the way up
Yeah.
in the
We ain't ducking that.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. This dude is a detriment to Nicki Minaj's brand, man. Nicki Minaj, you got to get rid of this dude. You know, you seeing how Remy Ma she leveled down. Remy Ma leveled down. I think Nicki Minaj, you need to level up. But this is a bad look for your brand. You got a sex offender husband out here, out in the streets, wilding out with some bum ass dudes. Like, what's going on here?
talk about, man. Let's talk, man. Let's talk
Out here.
We ain't talking. Pussy ass niggas. I don't know who y'all think y'all playing with, man. Who y'all think y'all playing with? Sturdy, nigga. Sturdy, nigga.
All the way.
All the way about that
All
action.
the way.
All the
Dirty.
All the way.
Dirtiest, nigga.
Stupid nigga.
Dirty.
And what do y'all think they was really going to do? What did they really think they was going to accomplish that night? Like, what did they? What did they really? Did they really think the private jet was going to land in the middle of the street and Offset was going to like really get into a fisticuffs with them? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out here.
Check the serial number, nigga. The sturdiest, nigga.
fuck y'all niggas talking about? All the way. Ain't nobody
Dummy.
around, nigga.
Yeah.
We around, nigga.
And the money right.
Yeah.
The money right.
Yeah.
The money right, nigga.
All the vibes,
Yeah.
man.
What is you
Yeah.
talking about?
Niggas sliding.
Stupid.
That's them? Oh, no, that ain't
That ain't
them.
them.
That's them.
That ain't them.
Wow.
Spin, nigga.
You know that. And we out here. How long y'all want to be on us with us for us? How long you want to stay here, man?
Until y'all niggas come.
Hold on. How we add them niggas on there, man? We want to tell them niggas.
Wow. He got 120 days house arrest for this, man. 120 days for house arrest for this, man. He is an idiot. He is a stone cold idiot. What this dude Charlemagne said. I'm not a fan of.
Kenneth.
I'm not a fan of Charlemagne, but I want to hear what he said, man.
And not just Kenneth, all you street dudes. Smart people learn from their own mistakes. Wise people learn from the mistakes of others. Dumb niggas never learn at all. Which one do you choose to be? Let's all do better, black men. Because I'm tired of this. Please.
I don't want to hear this dude. This is the same dude that got a bunch of charges on him. To be honest with you. We got one guilty sex offender to another guilty sex offender. I don't want to hear what that dude got to say. But yeah, man, Kenneth Petty, man. He's making Queens look bad. He's not just making Nicki Minaj looking bad. He's making Queens look bad. Because it's like, come on, dog. You're 45. Like, what are we doing
Pull
here?
up on my videos, you see that I'm always showing you.
Hold on. Now, what was this? Was this from that situation? I don't know. Hold on. Let me see what she talking about in this video. It's like an old video, though. Let me play
Wait,
it.
and then you once said that I never showed you genuine love. And that's crazy because when you pull up on my videos, you see that I'm always showing you respect.
Oh, she talking about Nicki Minaj. This is like when their beef first started.
Because you're somebody that I listened to ever since I was in high school. And that's crazy to me because I show you respect, but the difference between me and a lot of these bitches, I don't suck your dick. That's the difference. What you
Yeah. This is like when their beef first started. I mean, to be honest with you, these are just two New York girls that have their issues with each other. I mean, nobody should really jump in this thing. I mean, I think that Kenneth Petty should just let his wife, get down for her crown, man. Let your wife get down for her crown. Oh, I think I'm like, hold on. Oh man. Oh, here we go. All right, yeah. I kind of like messed up there. Hold on. Let me put that back on the screen. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that was. I don't know if my thing had messed up when I had did that. My thing had kind of just froze. But yeah, but Kenneth Petty is a bum. Kenneth Petty is a bum, and he is really hurting the brand of Nicki Minaj. I mean, Nicki Minaj is a superstar, man, and to be sitting around here dealing like that, I mean, come on, dog. Nicki Minaj is I agree with you, Jadelle. She is stupid. She's not the smartest. She's not the sharpest tool in the toolbox. She's not. She's a terrible person too. If you really get into the person that Nicki Minaj is, the person she is, she's a bad person, bro. She's a terrible person, man. She's not a good person at all. Like, because a lot of these girls that she's beefing with, think about it. She's beefing with all these female rappers, right? Because she's beefing with Cardi. She's beefing with Meg. She's beefing with Lotto, I heard. She's beefing with like all of these female rappers. But guess what? All of these female rappers that she's beefing with, all of them looked up to her at one point. All of these girls have the same story with this woman. They all looked up to her when they was in high school, when they was in college. They was fans, big fans. It was all barbs. Then they got on, right? They probably reached out for a record, right? Some of them probably reached out for a record. She probably curved them, or they probably did a record with her, right? Like Meg Thee Stallion, she did a record with Nicki, and she probably saw her personality and was like, "Oh nah, I don't like her attitude. I don't like the way she act. Why she keep falling out with people? Why she keep, why she keep beefing with these girls that had nothing but respect and admiration for her? You have to ask yourself that question. Think about it. Cardi been doing it for a long time too. Cardi been in the business for a minute too. So a lot of these girls, they grew up on Cardi, right? Now, why aren't these girls beefing with Cardi? Every time Cardi do a collab with a chick, like, they absolutely love her, man. They show Cardi mad love. That just shows you it's something with Nicki. Nicki got some type of attitude, or she thinks she better than some of these women that are rapping. I don't know what it is, but I mean, it's something going on with this woman where she keeps, I don't know if it's the pills and potions, or I don't know what it is, but Nicki has a problem, bro. Nicki has a problem. And then you got this you got Big Zoo here. Big Zoo can't even come to he can't even go to a school zone. Beefing. He trying to beef with dude. If he pull up to a school zone, he's going to jail. Come on, bro. Big Zoo he's in no position to be beefing with nobody. You can't even go to a school zone, bro. If the fight bleeds over to a school zone, you going to jail, Big Zoo. You're a convicted sex offender, bro. Like, what are we talking about here? I should pull up his thing on the registry again. I pulled it up last time. I'm gonna pull it up again. Hold on. We're gonna pull that up. Hold on. Pull your man Big Zoo up on the registry. Yeah, keep a file on him, bro. Hold on. Let's pull up Big Zoo's registry. His sex offender registry. Hold on. Cause that's a bad look, bro. Yeah, let's pull that up. This is for all the barbs too, because there was a lot of barbs. In my last video, a lot of barbs, man. A lot of barbs. Let me see. Yeah, this is the picture, of course. Look at this dude. This is his offender picture. This is the man that Nicki Minaj chose to marry, chose to get impregnated by. Now let's pull up his charges. Hold on. Oh, here they go. Hold on. Yahoo has it. Hold on. Let's pull it up. Cause this dude, he's kind of delusional. He's one of those dudes that get into a whole. He'll have so much on his plate. Like, dog, you got this sex offender stuff on your plate. You got all that on your plate. You got a whole past on your plate. But you want to beef with dudes acting like, that you could afford to get in trouble, dog. You can't afford to get in trouble, Kenneth Petty. You're on the registry. Look at this picture. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Kenneth Petty. Other known aliases. Avery Johnson. Wow. Like, dog, you can't afford to beef with dudes. When you got when somebody could pull this up on you on the internet, like, there's no way you're gonna win an argument with Offset when somebody could pull this up on you, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, you just look crazy. Now I want to know, is this like a newer picture? He looks crazy in this picture. This is the man Nicki Minaj chose to marry. To me, it's still like, it befuddles me. She could have chose any man in the world. She could have had a lot of brothers, man. A lot of brothers was on her. She chose this man. She chose to go back to Queens and cuff up this ragamuffin. It befuddles me. Nicki Minaj brought him the hoodie. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. That hoodie does look like, she probably did buy him that hoodie. I can see that. Yeah, but his charges is crazy. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up here, because they don't have the charges on here. I don't see them on here. Oh, here you go. Kenneth Petty, first degree rape charges. Wow. Like, the fact that she decided to cuff this dude is, to me, it's still I don't understand it. Like, all the dudes, all the men in the industry that wanted her, that was trying to like get at her. Kenneth Petty, here we go. Hold on. Kenneth Petty legal history has been a source of controversy. In 1994, he faced a first-degree rape charge after a 16-year-old girl accused him of sexually assaulting her at knife point. Come on, like, this is not no. This is heinous. This is like a heinous crime, bro. This is not no like, oh, like, some girls like, I'm accusing him of like, drugging her, or like some Bill Cosby type situation, or some, situation like, some R. Kelly type situation. It's in that vein, but the knife point is pretty much letting you know, like, this dude had a criminal element to his sexual crime here. So he was willing to do physical harm on a woman. I mean, this dude is a criminal, bro. This dude is a certified scumbag, and Nicki Minaj found the kindness in her heart, man, to take this dude and, give him 3 hot meals a day, have his baby. I mean, he honestly hit the New York lottery. He hit the New York lottery. I mean, this is like a heinous crime, bro. Yeah, he is. He's 45. Nicki Minaj? Let me look that up. How old is Nicki Minaj? I'll look that up. Hold on. Let me see. Nicki Minaj is probably 44. Nicki Minaj. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, I can't type. What's going on? There you go. Nicki Minaj. Let me see. Nicki Minaj age. Well, they lie about ages on she's 40 years old. I doubt that. I think Nicki Minaj is probably 44, 43. But it says she's 40 years old. Allegedly, right? She said that this was some dude that she used to date back in the day. So clearly, if she used to date him, now think about it. I want y'all to think about the time zone here, right? Now, it's either going to be A or B, the situation that I'm going to lay out for you, right? Because it says she's 40 years old, right? So Nicki Minaj is 40 years old. Kenneth Petty is what? Hold on, let me just make sure how old he is before I lay out my theory, right? Because I definitely have a theory on this. and I think a lot of you are going to know what my theory is going to be. Because if she's saying she dated him when she was younger, right? And you already see the age difference that I'm going with. You already see the age difference that I'm going with, because clearly there's an age discrepancy here. How old is he? Okay, 45. That's like I thought. Okay, Kenneth Petty, 45. All right, let me just leave that up there. So, all right, now think about it. I'm gonna lay out this theory, right? It's either A or B. It's either A, Nicki Minaj is lying about her age and they were the same age. So Nicki Minaj is either 44 or 45, right? And they were around the same age, right? Or this dude was messing around with Nicki Minaj when she was a little girl. It's either A or B. He's 5 years older than her, right? He's 5 years older than her. That means he wasn't even in high school when she was in high school. He was already out. Maybe like, okay, 1 year. Okay, he was 1 year removed, but still she was still like a freshman. So I mean, the time periods is not making, it's not making sense, man. I mean, I know it happens in a lot of black neighborhoods, but the time frame ain't making a lot of sense to me. Either he was messing with her when she was a freshman in high school, or Nicki Minaj is lying about her age. It's either one or the other. So I don't know. She should have to talk more about that. But I just realized that he was definitely messing with her when she was young, or they the same age. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. It was, I agree. I agree with you, Daryl. Yeah, definitely. I would say B. He looked like the type. He definitely looks like the type, especially with these charges on him. Now, I want to know, was she messing with him? Was she messing with this dude around that time where he caught them charges? Come on, bro. Kenneth Petty. Yeah, hold on, let me put up that. Because he got more than one sex offender picture. He got like at least 3. Because I just seen that new one I just seen today. Yeah, that's one. The one we just saw. It's like a third one that I had seen. I don't know if let me see if Google has it. Kenneth Petty sex offender photo. Yeah, but he's registered in New York, man. He's still registered in New York, and he tried. They moved to I think they out in Calabasas or somewhere in LA, and he tried to roam around the community. People found out that Nicki Minaj was harboring this fugitive, this sex offender, and people made some calls because you can't be having that walking around the neighborhood. Oh, that's the one we just looked at. Yeah, I don't know where that third one is at, but I seen it though. He got like a third one floating around. So, here you go. Hold on. I just seen it. Hold on, where's it at? That's not it. Here you go. Is this it? Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, he got like 3. See if I go to that page. He got like at least 3. 3 of them. 3 of them joints is floating around, man. He's a scumbag, man. He's a scumbag. And, it really tells you about the character Nicki Minaj is, if you want to be honest with you. He look even weirder. This one. Look at this one. He looked like he was scared. Hold on. Let's see if I can blow that. Wait, don't tell me this is another one. How many pictures he got? He got at least 4 now. Hold on. I just seen another one. Is that him too? Yo, that's another one. This dude got at least 5. Hold on. Yo. He got like, nah, go back. Hold on. Pause that. Hold on. Why my thing messing up? Hold on. My page is messing up, man. He got at least 3 offender photos. Well, not 3. He got at least 5. Yo, that's crazy. This dude, yo. I want to know where, like, Like, how did she bump into him after all these years? That's what we need to know. I want to know, where did she bump into this dude after all the years of them, dating or whatever? I want to know. I'm probably gonna print that picture because I need that one. That's crazy. This dude got at least 5 offender pictures floating around. This dude is crazy. I mean, one is bad enough. He got like 5. Hold on. This is the picture I want. Hold on. Pause that. Pause. I want it pause. Go back. Yeah, this is the one I want. Hold on. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of this dude. Look at this dude. Kenneth Petty. Yo, this dude is crazy, bro. Now, what was this in LA? I thought they took this picture in LA. Yo, nah, bro. This dude got 4 offender pictures, bro. I guess you gotta take one every year because like because you might change up your look, you might get a new haircut, you might get grays in your beard, or I don't know, you may have some type of reconstructive surgery on your face, who knows. But that's crazy though. I know he had 4 pictures laying around. Man, she been holding him down for a minute, man. She been holding him down. I'm surprised, man. I just want to know, like, where did she bump into him at? Like, I want to know, where did she bump into this dude? She has been holding him down, but I want to know, like, where did she find him? Like, was he like just walking around Queens with a cheap beer one day and she just bumped into him? Like, this is crazy. This man got 4 sex offender profiles just lingering around the internet. Let me see this other one. This is the other one. He looked crazy in this one. Yeah, he looked crazy in this one. Dang. That is crazy. Yeah, they got this dude. Risk level 2. Yeah, so if you see this dude in your community, man, make sure y'all, make sure y'all call 911. If you see this dude lingering around your community, loitering, make sure y'all call 911, man, because Kenneth Petty is a level risk 2 offender. But that's my show for y'all. I just want to come in and talk about Big Zoo, man. Shout out to everybody in the stream. Shout out to Jadero. Shout out to everybody that came out tonight, man. I'm gonna close it down, man. But if you see a sex offender walking around your community, man, like Kenneth Petty, man, make sure you call 911. Yo, this dude, man. Kenneth Petty, man. Nicki Minaj, why did you wife this dude up? Why'd you cuff this man up? The women and their choices, man. But thank y'all for joining me, man. We out of here, man. Y'all have a good night, man. Toodles.